Well, we finally did it. We bought a pontoon boat. Oh yeah, first time on the pontoon boat. Drives like a Cadillac. Hello again. Welcome back to another installment of The Real Lazy, the budget restoration video log that we've been doing. So this is the last episode, I think, that the actual restoration part of this, we finally got it all done. Had it out on the lake last weekend. I ended up spending a little more money than what I wanted to, but I splurged on some stuff and it actually looks really good. So ultimately, this is what I ended up spending on the restoration. I was hoping for $1,000. I figured it'd be about $1,200. I went over that by about $500, but we've got some new stuff and a couple things that I didn't that I had to buy and hadn't planned on at first, like the ladder and stuff like that. But she's turned out pretty good. She's looking really good. I've got about $3,000 that I paid about $3,000 for the boat, and I've got about $1,700 in the restoration now. And so basically for about $4,700, I basically have a brand new boat. Everything in it's new, basically, except for these seats. They're still in good condition. But I'm just kind of going to go over everything in this final installment here. So decals. I want to start off with decals. I really wanted it to look good. I mean, out on the water, I didn't want this thing to look, just, coming off the mountain, like the Clampets or anything, So I did spend a little bit on these decals. The most expensive one was the Sylvan decal. That was $22, but I've got about $60 in the decals altogether with the registration stickers and everything. And the new Johnson sticker back here, I end up redoing the cowling and made it look good, so I kind of restored that part of it. Lights. I've got about $120 in the lights. All new LED anchor lights, nav lights. I've got some really cool, let me go up over here just so you can see this. Got some really cool LEDs. These things are really, really bright, and they look pretty good on the boat. They kind of fit everything. So there's the new nav lights there. Got all new LED stuff on this, so hopefully my amp draw is not going to be as bad. The table, I got about $37 in the table, and that was because, if you remember right, I had to buy new bases and I got new cup holders for it, so there's a little bit of money on that. I used paint that I had around here already, and the table actually turned out pretty good. I actually had to buff it out really well with some what do you call it, some wax that takes away oxidation. It turned out pretty nice. All right, the trailer. So got about 160 in the trailer altogether, but we've got all brand new bunks, all new carpet, all brand new bumpers. So that should last a long while. We got all new bumpers and everything, all new hardware on it. New strap. I might actually go ahead and spend the money and get a new winch. Got a new trailer jack right here. So $160 on the trailer, but everything on it is new. Now, of course, the trailer's not new, but I think I said this before. The tires were brand new. when I bought it off the guy, he had just bought those tires. The seats, we went over that. $380 for the seats altogether. Plastic bases, all brand new seats, all new vinyl, I meant to say. They turned out really nice. The floor, we went over that. $350 in the floor, with the plywood and the EVA foam that I got. We took this out last weekend. I love this floor. It's so far, it's been really nice. We'll see how long it lasts. You know, if I have to in 5 or 10 years, take everything up and put down a new floor, I'll do it. But I don't know, you know, I mean, I could possibly sell the boat before then, but that seems to be holding up pretty good, and hopefully I sealed that up properly. The console. Let's get over here to the console. So the console, I have about $130 in the console. So the steering wheel was $45. I really wanted a new steering wheel. The breaker box was $20. Got the rod holder. That was like $12. I've got a Garmin on here. That was the most expensive thing. And that's not included in the price of the console. The Garmin itself was $180. That's a Garmin Vivid with down imaging. Kind of small, but it works for what I need it for. So it does everything I want it to. So yeah, $130 on the console and then $180 on the Garmin. Brand new Garmin on there. So fasteners. So all new stainless steel fasteners everywhere. For the seat bases, all new elevator bolts, all stainless steel under here. I ended up spending $114 on all the fasteners. Full stainless steel, no zinc. So that should last a while. The little boots that I had to put the cables through back here, $17. The gimp trim was $25. All this new gimp trim around here. The throttle cables, I ended up having to buy new throttle cables. That was $55. The actual throttle cables that came on here had a huge slice in one of them, and all of the wires were all sticking out of it. It was really hard to steer. I was able to find these for $55, which is not bad. These things are normally like, I don't know, 50, 60 a piece, possibly even more. So I was able to get, that's an eBay special. Yes. Went over the Garmin. Oh, another thing I had to buy, I said earlier here, was the ladder. The ladder was $116. This is I think it's a 4 or 5 step. It actually goes pretty far down in the water. And for us old people, I can't, getting on a little 2-step ladder is really hard for me now. So, spent a little bit on the ladder. Really nice ladder. Hopefully that'll last us a while. All right, that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover. So about $4,700, got a brand new boat, and basically a brand new. Yes, it's an old boat, and no, I will never get $10,000 out of this boat. But sitting the way it is right now, I can definitely get probably $5,000 out of it. I searched for years on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, looking for a pontoon boat. And really, what's out there is crazy. People are wanting $5,000 for some raggedy trash out there. And things you have to replace the floors in. The seats are all torn up. I mean, and they're wanting $5,000 for some of these things, man. Once you get down into the $1,000 to $2,000 range, oh, they're real scary. But you just can't find a good pontoon boat for, an 18-footer or a 21-footer for less than $8,000 for anything decent. And we've got $4,700 in this about, so that's not bad. Yes, it's got an older engine on it. This is a Johnson 40, but in the shed over here, I actually have 2 power heads, and I have another lower unit in there with all new seals. So from 1993 on, all of these things are compatible. All of these power heads from the 40s, the 48s, the 50s, they're all compatible. As long as you go from 1993 on, because they changed the drive shaft in 1992. So if you get a 93 on, you're good. So hopefully I can keep this engine running for quite a while. Of course, those in there are Johnson 50s. I would probably have to rejet the carburetors and if I needed to change out a power head. But this thing has 130 pounds of compression on both cylinders. That's pretty doggone good for an older engine. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I told my wife this is going to be the last pontoon or the last boat restoration for a while, because I have got a lot of stuff to do on the house. So house projects are probably coming up this next year or so, and then I might start looking around. I don't know, maybe for another boat. I don't know, but I really like what we've done with this one. So we went out last weekend. The boat's a little bit dirty from last weekend, and she cruised around really good. We went camping on an island. I'll give some shots of that here on this video, so we'll get to see this thing rolling down the river. All right, well, really appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, this was a budget restoration, trying to make a really good boat with the least amount of money possible to spend. So like I keep saying, for $4,700, it's a brand new boat. I mean, yes, it's a used boat, but for $4,700, hey, can't beat it. So all right, thank you for watching, and we will probably do some videos of us out on the water in the future, maybe going to like some of the spots out on the rivers that we go to here in Tennessee. So thank you very much for watching, and all right, here we are, loaded up, ready to go camping for the weekend. Got a new dog on board. Yeah, on the new boat. Yeah, well, the new old boat. I bet I'm getting wind in the microphones. Probably can't hear much. First time out, just left the dock. Get out here to the past the no wake zone. Give her a little gas. All right. Well, we're heading back. That was a fun night on the island. That was fun. We're heading back to the ramp now. Got the boat working good. We got rained on a little last night. Gonna have to do some cleaning up when I get home. Everything's working good though. She's not a fast boat, but she's fun. Definitely doggy approved. Julio, we brought Julio this time. We didn't bring Reka this time. He had fun on the island last night. All right, say goodbye. See ya.
Is it on timer? We just unscrewed a bolt. Parts of it.
Whoa, the fish finder just showed up.